Thank you. It's the sunshine that's about to be stolen, I'm afraid, from the north of the UK, where today it is a beautiful day. This is how it looked for a weather watcher on Orkney. Nothing much to trouble this windsock in Newry, but all of that is about to change. On the satellite picture, you can see this vast shield of clouds to the northwest of us. And from within this is set to emerge a very rapidly deepening area of low pressure. Now, this has been named by the Norwegian weather service, Storm Ingunn, because it is expected to bring wind gusts of more than 100 miles per hour in Norway. But for us, across the north of the UK, through the next 24 hours tonight into tomorrow, you can expect things to turn wet and very, very windy. Could be windy enough to cause some disruption.
Hello, good afternoon. Well, it's been a largely cloudy day so far and similar conditions into the afternoon too, but it should be largely dry, although the cloud may still be thick enough in a few spots to produce the odd spot of light rain or drizzle. As we look ahead to the end of the week, well, we're changing air masses. By Friday into the weekend, we're drawing in much milder southwesterly winds, tropical maritime air, and this will allow temperatures to rise much above average for the time of year. So by Friday, by Saturday, temperatures climbing up to 14 Celsius, whereas the average is around 8 degrees. But there will be quite a lot of cloud around as well.
Hello, those extra colourful sunrises and sunsets thanks to Saharan dust are now behind us. This is how Tower Bridge looked yesterday at sunset. Some glorious views to be had. Today's colour, though, has been more like grey.
I say, it's been quite a calm day out there today weather-wise. We've had some sunshine around, especially across the northern half of the UK, and it was a beautiful picture in Porthmadog a little earlier on in Gwynedd as the sun was just going down. Now, across some southern parts of the UK, we're going to keep that settled spell into tomorrow. So generally dry, bright and breezy in the south, but not the same further north. We've got some disruptive weather on the cards. I think things turning increasingly wet and very windy, particularly across northern parts of Scotland.
Well, time to see if tomorrow the sun is shining and the weather is sweet. I'll leave it there. Over to Corson. How is the last day of January looking?
Oh, Riz, but it's quite cloudy, I'm afraid. So there is some sunshine perhaps this week, but a lot of cloud. So no, they didn't get the memo, I'm afraid. Mother Nature, plenty of cloud around. And you can see, well, this picture sent in from one of our weather watchers, a blanket of cloud, but still a very pretty picturesque scene sent in over Richmond. And we continue to see high pressure build as we look ahead to the rest of today and overnight tonight as well. Here we'll see that tropical maritime air mass. You can see the oranges flooding the UK and temperatures well above average. So the average for the time of year is 8 Celsius for London.
And Alex, after a few quiet days, is there another storm on the way?
Well, there's not another named storm. However, there is a stormy period of weather heading our way. And that's because the Norwegian Met Service has actually chosen to name a storm because there are going to be some big impacts there and perhaps a fair amount of snow. In fact, let's get a quick look at the pressure pattern setup and you can see exactly what's going to happen. It is this deep area of low pressure, which they have named as Storm Ingunn, and that is going to be causing an impacts there Wednesday into Thursday. But for us, it will produce some pretty strong winds as we head into tomorrow. Have to stress that the Met Office here have not named this storm. However, there could be some disruption here and there. And in fact, there are some weather warnings in place for wind. So we'll start off with our first warning, which is across the far north, actually. And this is going to kick in at 5 a.m. until 7 p.m. Tomorrow evening. And here we could see gusts up to maybe 85 miles per hour. So that would be strong enough to cause some disruption. And then as we come a little bit further south, we'll see gusts maybe up to 65 miles per hour. So again, still quite disruptive in parts. For the south, though, it is going to be a slightly quieter day. However, we'll have to watch out for some rain as well coming in with that wind. Let's take a look at the forecast right now. Well, as we head through the next few days, things are going to be a little up and down. As I say, quite wet and windy across the north tomorrow. Largely cloudy, in fact, cloudy as we move through the next few days, but it will be drier the further south you are. So that's the way it is looking, as I say, quite wet and windy as we head into tomorrow across north, but further south, much quieter with dry, brighter conditions for a time.